So should you pull for Seele? That is the question that is on everyone's mind at the moment. She is the first banner in Honkai Star Rail. Now, as a general unit, I think she's an absolute beast. She's got the effect where if she kills an enemy, she grants another turn. She's got really hard-hitting damage. She's got some crazy eidolons if you want to go there, and an even more crazy signature light cone. If you're, a bit that way inclined, we'll have to wait and see how many people go that far. But in general, she's amazing. She's got speed buff. She's got high single target damage. The thing is, she's got high single target damage, but then she can also clear ads and get those extra turns, which means she's great in Flaws of Chaos Memory, which is the endgame mode where you got to clear it quickly, because not only does she do great single target damage against the boss, she's also going to wipe out the ads really quick because she just gives herself additional turns. So I think she's an absolute savage unit, but I'm going to jump in and we're going to take a look at some considerations you might want to look into when deciding if you should pull for Seele. And at the end of the day, it's all about having fun. So there is no wrong decision. The only wrong decision is pulling for her, losing the 50-50 and not reaching the hard pity, which could be a thing, which does kind of suck. Okay, so the first thing I want to look at is that we know of 2 banners. Now, this is based on beta, so they could shaft us and change the 4 stars on Jing's banner. But in general, I just want to give you guys my thoughts. Now, don't take my word as the word. No one who's played the game has enough solo knowledge, I don't believe personally, to know absolutely everything. Not even myself. So I definitely think you should go around, get other opinions from people who played in beta, other content creators, jump into Discords, get as many opinions as you can from people if you're really struggling to make that decision. Because like I said, I'm not 100% right on everything, but I wanted to give you guys my thoughts. So Seele, when I look at Seele versus Jing, he's going to be the first banner. Now, units that we have that will probably come after that, but we don't know the exact order, would be Kafka. Then we have Silverwolf. And Silverwolf looks savage in my opinion. And then we also have the healer dude, who I've forgotten his name. It's a really hard name for me to say. So we've got those 3 that we know are coming. Then Blade will be another one. And then those are the only ones we've actually seen action of in previous betas. But when we look at what we know so far, we have Seele and we have Jing. Based on pure single unit priority for me personally, I like Seele more than Jing. She's a quantum damage dealer, which she's the only, she's one of 2 in the game at the moment, but she's completely cracked at it. Now, Jing just has really good multipliers. He can do decent single target damage, but when we look at a unit that's capable of single target and AoE, I really like Seele for clearing trash because she gets the extra turns, and then she has really high single target damage. Honestly, they're pretty close, but I just personally like the feel of Seele more, and I just feel like she's more of a powerful, impactful unit, because when we look at Jing, he's sort of like an upgrade of Saval, but then we also have another lightning AoE unit coming soon in what's her face? Kafka. So Kafka is going to be another lightning AoE unit. So it's sort of like Jing, even though he's really good, even if he was better than Seele, for me personally, I see it as we've got other options to fill that role of an AoE lightning damage dealer. Whereas Seele, there's no other units except I can think like Dan Hung, who gains an extra turn if he kills on his ultimate with one of his eidolons. And then also we got Su Shang, who gets an extra turn when she uses her ultimate. But besides that, we don't have anyone that can clear, especially the way that Seele can. And like I said, she's just an absolute savage DPS. If you buff her up high enough, she just absolutely rips things. So based on pure 5-star potential, I would personally prefer getting Seele. And then if you get Seele, then you can start saving for whether you want to go for Kafka, Silverwolf, Blade, any of those units past there. Now, I'm going to look at my spreadsheet in a sec because I made like a TLDR spreadsheet, but I didn't want to show that first because then people would look at that and then they flame me for saying not taking into nuance into account. So we're going to keep going here. But when we look at 4 stars, honestly, the Jing banner is just way superior. Yes, Natasha's good because she's the only healer that we get free to play. Pella is actually a great debuffing unit, and Hooks are actually not too bad in the early game, but Su Shang is like one of the Su Shang and Ting are probably 2 of the best 4 stars in the game, along with March, who's also amazing. So as free to play goes, when you're looking at this, like I like the idea of saving for the Jing banner and going for that, because one, you don't know if we don't know the currencies we get. We don't know exactly how much we're going to get. We forecasted stuff, but it looks like we're getting more rewards. Maybe we will be able to hit hard pity on Seele. If that's the case, then I'm quite tempted to go for Seele. But if we can't hit hard pity, I just think you're better off playing it safe, and this is what I will do on my free to play account, and go for this banner just to get these 4 stars, because I think they are great. Now, on top of that, like I said, Jing doesn't seem like a unit. Like there's other replacements. So another thing you can do is, based off Genshin, a lot of people are theorizing that this game has a 75 soft pity, meaning your rate starts to go in up from 75. Now, if that is the case, and based on some people's results and what I've seen, I'm just going to play it like it is. If I go on the Jing banner and I get to 75, then I'm going to stop and wait for something like Silver Wolf personally. So you can just look towards something else that you want. So for me, I think that is the play based on these 4 stars. Save for Jing and go to soft pity and then wait. But like I said, if we're looking purely at 5 stars, and if we can hit hard pity, if it turns out we can hit hard pity, like I'd consider going Seele straight away on the free to play account, because I just think she's a really great unit. And then anything else you get past that pity during the Jing banner, you can just use that to try and pull some of these 4 stars, so you can still get some value out of that. So sorry that was a bit long-winded, but I wanted to go through the nuance of it because it's a tough decision in general. And like I said, at the end of the day, just pull for characters you like and you'll be pretty sweet. But I wanted to show you guys this little spreadsheet that I made up, which is like the TLDR version of what I've been trying to say, just to give you like my insights. If she's your waifu, you pull. It's that simple. Now, we had to put that in there. Now, free to play, if you're pulling based on the 5-star, like I said, I would probably pull if you're just basing it purely on the 5-star unit alone. But in the comments here, you might not be able to reach pity, which would really suck, because then you've gotten all the 4 stars, which are not the optimal 4 stars that you would have got from the Jing banner, and you haven't got the unit you want. So if you do pull on this one, as a free-to-play player, pulling based on the 5-star, because, like, and once again, this is personal opinion, and just because I like Seele, if you don't get to hard pity and you lose the 50-50, it's going to be devastating. That is going to absolutely suck. So maybe another thing you could do is you could save and wait and see until we see how much we have. We can forecast better and work out exactly how many summons we get to see if we can get to that hard pity during her banner. Now, once again, pulling based off the 4 stars, I would skip, and then I would do Jing banner because it has the better 4 stars. But once again, you could get burnt on this if they decide to change the 4 stars in Jing's banner. So that is always a consideration you have to do when you're considering things based off what was there in the beta. Now, for paid players, pulling to obtain, I had to put this in there. If you're paid and you're just going to pull until you get her, you know you're going to 180 pulls. It's a massive rip. You're going to lose a 50-50. There's no doubt about it. It's just the way it always happens. Like, just be prepared for it. Now, if you're looking for value, I think 1 copy of her plus her signature light cone is definitely the way to go. The signature light cone works really well with her, and it helps her scale damage based on her speed, which is fantastic. She's got the speed buff, and it just works crazy. Now, we can even jump down here. So if we look, I don't have a light cone here. So if we go to light cones, come on, where is it? Where's Seele's one? There it is, in the night. So increases the wearer's crit rate by 12, but this is the impositions, but you're probably only ever going to get it to this one. So you get 12% crit rate, while the wearer is in battle. For every 10 speed that exceeds 100, increases the wearer's basic attack and skill damage by 6%. And that stacks up to 8 times. But you're also getting, so you're getting the damage, but you're also getting the crit damage of the ultimate by 8%, stacking up to 8 times. So you're getting a massive amounts here. So it brings her to like a 180 cap on speed to be fully efficient. And this is once again based on beta. So if this changes, just keep an eye out. But like that is pretty solid damage increasing. So it's a cracked thing. But then if we go back over to her and we check out her Eidolon, Eidolons, we've got this Eidolon where the speed boost effect can stack up to twice. So keeping in mind, we've got a 180 sort of cap on her speed that we need to reach to maximize that damage. And she's getting a 25% speed boost that can stack up to twice, which essentially she's just going to have that up. Like the first turn, she won't have it up, but after the first turn, she's got it up the whole time. So if I go to, where's the stats? There we go. And we look at her speed, it's a base speed of 115. So you're 25%, so you're essentially getting a 50% speed buff from that skill, which is stacking her up like more than 150. She's at like 165 something speed. So you just get a few substats and you're at the 180 cap that is required for that light cone, and you're pretty much good to go. So that is what I think. I think the first value for spenders, if you're looking at getting more than one copy, would be one copy and then the light cone. And then for the whales looking for more value, it would be get that speed increase on the Eidolon and then get the light cone as well, because then it just stacks even better, and then you can focus on getting attack on your boots and stuff like that. So that is my summary of should you pull for Seele. I know it was a bit long-winded and stuff like that, but I hate giving just a straight yes you should or no you shouldn't, because there's always more nuance than that. But at the end of the day, you should always save and summon for the thing you like the most that's going to give you fun in the game. And I'm going to shut up. Thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.